guys, and welcome back to Couch Critics. I'm Ruby.
And I'm Lamia, and today we're gonna review Lifeless.
Yeah, so it's a new Netflix movie. It's starring Sofia Carson, and it's basically about a girl whose mother is about to pass away. And before she passes away, she finds this life list that her daughter made, Alex, who's played by Sofia Carson. And it's on it we see all of her dreams when she was 13 years old. And then she tells her daughter that after she passes away, we see CDs of her mother in which she tells her daughter that she's not going to get her inheritance before she actually makes her life list come true. And so we follow Sofia Carson through this journey, and she has a year to make it happen. So yeah.
How did you hear about this movie? Because you were the one who recommended it to me.
My cousin actually told me about it, and I saw that it was in Netflix. It was in the top 10 on Netflix. It had recently come out, and it's with Sofia Carson. We reviewed her in Carry On not a long time ago. So she
it was her. I was wondering where did I see her.
Yeah.
I didn't make the connection between her and Carry On.
Yeah, I also know her from Descendants from Disney.
Was she in Descendants?
Yeah, she was Dove Cameron's best friend, the one with blue hair.
Okay.
Yeah. So I really like her. She started like a singing career at some point, and I always found her very charismatic and very beautiful.
She's very natural at acting too.
Yes.
It doesn't seem like she's making any efforts, and this movie is like an elevated version of what Netflix movies usually are like.
Yes.
Because it doesn't fall into like the kind of movies that they make. It's not that cheesy. It's almost like an A24 movie to me.
Yeah, I agree. It's like this coming of age movie. I felt like it was The Perks of Being a Wallflower, but for grown-ups, like for people in their mid-20s and not in high school. And I do agree with you. I was actually surprised to see a Netflix movie being delivered so well. So yeah, it was very refreshing to watch an actual good Netflix movie. And I watched it in my bed and I cried like 5 times at different times. So it was really nice. It was a cozy movie.
Since it was a Netflix movie, I just kept expecting some action. Like, to me, I didn't go into this with the mindset that like it's gonna be a slow burn and it's not really about the plot. It's just this person who's aging and who's like discovering a way to grieve. And I don't know, like I feel like that took the joy of watching this movie away from it. The fact that I wanted something to happen. I don't know, like maybe I feel like it would have been better if it was a mini series, or like if we had time to get attached to the character of Alex. Like I just feel like there wasn't any introduction. Like we were just like thrown into it directly. And
yeah, but speaking of, I feel like that's something I actually liked about it, because I feel like, again, I had really low expectations since it was a Netflix movie, but I feel like in Netflix movies there's always this like scene in the beginning of the movie where the character is like, oh yeah, so I have this brother and I have this friend and they're like this and like that. And we did not have like this map of the characters from the beginning of the movie. We started to get to know them throughout the movie, and like one of the times where we actually got the chance to know about the characters more is when Alex introduced her second boyfriend to her family, and she was like, before they meet, she was like, okay, so my brother, like he's married to this girl who became my best friend. And it just made sense. Like I had question marks about how the links were happening, and I actually like that more because it wasn't like this obvious. It wasn't like, okay, we need to introduce the characters to the audience. So
yeah, no, I see your point, but to me it was more like, why would I care about her life goals when she was 13 if I didn't have time to like get attached to her, or like to see that strong bond between her and her mom. Like to me this is almost capricious. I don't know, like to like for her mom to expect her to just like drop everything and do this list. and just like I don't know, it wasn't that realistic to me, and I feel like maybe if it was an A24 movie and if I went to the movie theater with like the mindset that it was gonna be something about character development, maybe I would have enjoyed it more. May yeah, Franglish may.
Maybe.
But yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
It
Yeah.
was. I still have like I'm still making my mind about this movie. I still have mixed feelings about it. I think I have to watch it again
Yeah.
to just appreciate it more.
I feel like this movie was made to be watched in bed and all
Mhm.
cuddled up, and I we don't get the chance a lot to see the relationship between Alex and her mom in the beginning, but we get to see it through the tapes,
Mhm.
and the scenes with the mom are the scenes that teared me up the most
Yeah.
because every time she would talk, it was just so heartwarming and so like so honest that it just would make you I don't know, it made me
Yeah.
sad. And yeah, I loved how it wasn't this cliche where Alex doesn't want to go because at first it starts with Alex going to with her boyfriend to like a family baby shower.
Mhm.
And I was like, ugh, like she doesn't get along with her mom and like it's gonna be
Yeah.
her mom who's asking her what she's gonna do with her life and everything. But it turns out that no, like her mother is actually the most understanding mother there is in Netflix movies, in my
Yeah.
opinion. And I just really liked that. I felt it was
Mhm.
very authentic and beautiful. So yeah.
And
Um,
speaking of the mom, I really like that actress. I don't remember her name, but she was in American Horror Story,
okay,
the Ryan Murphy show,
okay,
like the first season ever, the OG one that made like Ryan Murphy famous. And she
okay.
played the mom, and she was
Yeah,
as lovely as the mom of Alex
yeah,
in this movie. So yeah, it was nice seeing her again.
yes.
Yeah.
I also loved how her life list, it wasn't like one thing happening after the
Yeah.
other. Like we saw her practicing the piano, we see her trying to make something else happen, and then she goes back to her piano recital.
Mm.
So it wasn't like it really was a natural movie in my opinion. So
Also, why do you think she gave up on that life list in the first place? Because, like, there wasn't something major that apparently happened in her life that made her,
yeah.
like, give up on her dreams. Do you think it's a natural thing that happens when people grow up?
Yeah, I think it's a mix of many things. She got fired from her job, so I
Mm.
think that that took a toll on her. And I feel like it's just with growing up, as you said, like I don't know, it starts with her relationship with her first boyfriend, who she's clearly not in love with, and she's questioning it. And
Mm.
there's just a lot of things, and it basically I feel like this movie is about like how you shouldn't settle in life and how you
Yeah.
should keep going out there searching for your spark. And you know, in this case, like you shouldn't need to lose someone you love in order to remember who you are. And it's yeah, it's I felt like it's a cautionary tale about
Mm.
getting older and forgetting why we do what we do. And I love it. Her mother actually said it to her because her mother has a cosmetics company, and Alex was working with her, and she expected to actually inherit it after her mother passed away, but she didn't inherit it, and she was at first very
Yeah.
mad about it. But before her mother passed away, she told her, like, I gave you this job after you get fired
Mm.
so that you get something to do, like, you get something to make money out of so that after that, like when you're not working, you could actually focus on your dreams. And
Mm.
it's as if Alex had forgotten to do that. Like she was just going to work and that was it. And she believed that this is the job that she wanted, but
Mm.
it clearly wasn't. And her mother knew that. So this is why she didn't give her the company. So I think that's so beautiful because, yes, I do believe that you need to have a job that you love and you need to be passionate about what you're doing. But it's a means to an end at the end of the
Yeah.
day. So it's important to keep other things alive while you're working.
Mm. I love the way that you sum it up. It makes me want to watch it again.
Yeah,
Yeah, and just see it from your perspective. And I love how you said that this movie is about it's a cautionary tale about, not losing your spark. Because I
yeah,
feel like most people just are willing to give up on their spark because it's not like I don't think it's that easy to just,
yeah,
keep up your
yeah,
spark. It's just like there are so many things going on in everybody's everyday life, and
yeah.
yeah.
And we sometimes think that what's stopping us from following our dreams is like the materialistic things, like
Yeah.
money and things like that. But in that movie, Alex is kind of well off. Like we see that her mother, like, and both her parents are
Yeah.
actually like doing well, but she's still struggling with it. And it's very refreshing to actually step out of it and realize it's not really a money issue. It's
Mm,
you just have to get out there and make things happen.
exactly.
So yeah.
Yeah.
What did you think about the boyfriends?
Which one?
So there were the second and the last one, because the first one we're not going to talk about it.
I love the first one.
He's like this
It's
video
really
game.
funny with these Xbox and
Yeah.
I liked the lawyer
Yeah.
and the teacher also was all right. I feel like
Yeah.
there was like even her dating life progressed as the movie
Yeah.
kept going on. But yeah, my favorite one was the lawyer.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I am very glad that she ended up with a lawyer, but I was a little disappointed how it ended with the teacher,
Mhm.
because I feel like it just their breakup happened so easily and in a nonchalant kind of way.
Yeah.
And I feel like, when you're in a relationship with someone, it's not like really that easy to end
Yeah.
things. So I was very sad, especially that the lawyer was also dating this gorgeous girl. And I love that they like the stereotypical gorgeous girl, the girl they would like just who
Drop
was
everything
known
for
for
yeah.
being beautiful. She had curly hair and
Mhm.
she was from an ethnic minority, and I felt like that was refreshing. For once,
Yeah.
it wasn't like the tall model blonde, even though they're also very gorgeous. But
Yeah, it's progress.
yeah,
More representation. We
yeah.
love that.
So yeah, what did you think about the secondary characters, like the brothers, the girlfriends, their wives, and like her best friends and everything?
I really like the best friends. But I feel like, like they were just there to be secondary characters
Yeah.
because like for them also like I didn't feel like we had time to get attached to them and they were just there rooting for her.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
yeah, but again, like it's a 2 hour movie and like how much could they develop in like 2 hours? So no, I need a second to rewatch
Yeah.
for this movie. But yeah, which one was your favorite?
I like the brother, the middle one, not the oldest, because I felt
Mm,
like he was the one who would balance everything.
yeah.
Like you had the eldest brother who was always the one who wants everything to be perfect, and then you have Alex who's figuring
Mm,
herself out, and then you have the middle child who was trying to keep everybody together, and
yeah.
that was nice.
I also really liked the students. The troubled
Yes.
one was.
Yeah.
I feel like he was there for a reason, and
Yeah.
it was to challenge her and actually, like make things difficult for her. Because I feel like it would have been too cheesy if she just went back to work and like
Yeah.
everything was great. Because we needed to see the real challenge why she was fired from her work
Yeah.
in the first place.
Speaking of cheesiness, I feel like this is a recipe for Netflix movies where there's always like a gay friend, and in this
Mhm.
case, it was one of her friends, her girlfriends, who was gay. But I love it that they didn't really accentuate, like they didn't put a
Yeah,
lot of focus on it. It wasn't like we put this here for you to notice. It was just
yeah.
like a passing thing, and I felt like for once it wasn't cheesy and
Mm.
cringe, and it was actually natural. So that was also a good job. I feel like Netflix is watching our podcast and they're taking
Yeah.
notes. So,
Hire us.
yes. So yeah,
Yeah,
I think that sums it up
I think
for
so.
Life List. Don't forget to watch it and let us know what you think.
And please like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.